And welcome back to the Murdy Creative Co podcast. I'm your host, Colin Murdy, and today's topic is hiring dilemmas. But first, I want to say thank you to everyone who's supported the company so far. If you haven't got a chance, go check us out on the web at murdycreative.co. That's MURDY creative.co. Or you can check us out on Facebook and Instagram by searching at murdycreative.co to see the best of our product shots. Follow us to keep up to date with our daily photos and be the first one to know about new product launches. You can also use the subscribe button at the bottom of our website to be included in all of our product announcements. Be sure to check out our laser engraving personalization options and exclusive colors on the website, or you can get a blank one on Amazon Prime. All right, so we are coming up on the season of hiring, as it were. Specifically, obviously, Christmas is approaching as fast as it possibly can, and I'm sure many of you have seen that there is a lot of work that people need for, Target and Dollar General locally for us and the Ace Hardware. Everybody's looking for help. So I wanted to talk a little bit about last year and what we're looking for this year. So we ended up hiring for the first time last year some seasonal help. And we've always, as a small business, had a very tight-knit group of individuals working for the company. I hired people the first person I hired was a good friend of mine for a long time, and that didn't work out very well, unfortunately, in the end. But the next person I hired was a recommendation from a friend. That recommendation turned out to be like the greatest decision we've ever made. Meryl is the director of production and operation here. She is my number 2, and she is fantastic at her job. The other people we've hired as regular employees have been people who have been friends or relatives of people that have been working, which is a very tricky subject, and obviously not recommended for most small businesses. We did it, and I did it specifically because it allows for us to have a very, very emotionally close team where everybody feels very invested in the success of the company because we all know each other. Everybody knows me. Everybody knows that everybody wants to work hard because they know that it's coming out of my pocket to pay them, and they don't want to take money that they don't feel has been deserved. So that's been something that has been a real strength for us, and everybody's been very patient and cooperative and collaborative in the company, and that's been really a huge advantage for us during this time of COVID, when it's very easy for people for employers and employees to feel kind of at odds with each other during this time. But I think we've really established an incredible rapport with our team. Last year, we ended up saying, okay, well, we need to bring on some temporary help during the Christmas season. And does anybody know anybody looking for work within our team? And everyone had a couple of suggestions, and we ended up hiring, I think, 2 or 3 extra people. It was an interesting experiment for us. It was the first time we'd ever done seasonal work. It was really the first time we'd ever done kind of any real sense of actual proper onboarding and training. Everybody else had been kind of onboarded over time and slowly with, careful, just as we go, we'll teach you. But these people had been specifically taught how to do things from the get-go because we needed them to do production. Very early on, we realized it was not going well. We had a lot of people that were working very slowly and not hitting anywhere close to their production marks. And that became a real issue because it was slowing the whole process down. Because I was thinking, well, we've got 6 or 7 people working. We should be getting out, this many orders because one person can do this many orders a day. So 7 people should be able to get a lot more than that out. And we hadn't seen that. We didn't see any growth. So I had sat down with Meryl and we'd said, how do we solve this problem? What we ended up doing was we ended up reassigning certain people who were a little slower at assembly to work in support roles. So their job was to make sure that the people that were fast and were good at making things never had to get up to get materials. So if someone who was working, if there would be 2 people working at 2 different desks next to each other who were really fast and they were very capable at making things, the support person's role was to make sure that if they needed an insert, that support person ran in and got it. And if they needed more spine bars, the support person grabbed it. A lot of times the support people would also be in charge of doing packaging and shipping, which is something that can take a lot of time. And for people who are really skilled craftsmen, it doesn't need to be done by them. By changing that structure of how we had people work, it actually improved our productivity a lot. It became a very big win for us. In the long run, it was a really big help. It came too late, I think, in the season for us to really fully bounce back to where we wanted to be. Christmas last year was a little slower than I would have liked, but that was not because the sales weren't coming in. It was because I had to stop a lot of our marketing because we weren't being able to take advantage of the sales and we were getting behind. So this year, we're going into it with a different perspective entirely. And it was because of that, right? It was because of that process and what we learned last year that we've started to institute. Part of the interview process is making things. We have 2 or 3 different objects that if you make those products, and we'll show you how, right? We'll show you how to do it, and then we have you make them, and we watch, and we see how well did you listen, how well were you able to follow the instructions, were you able to do it relatively quickly with dexterity, did you have any problems doing it physically or any of those things. And the 3 products that we have you make are, each of them incorporate pieces of our core product line. So if you can do those 3, you can do any of our products pretty well. That has been a really good technique, I think, early on to weed out some of the people that, just because of the nature of their skill set, they're not really capable of doing that quick, manufacturing, assembly, crafting work that needs to be done. I think that a lot of them had good attitudes, and I love that. I want to have a good team that gets along with each other, has a good rapport, and is comfortable, dealing with problems individually. But at the end of the day, we need to be able to make things. We need to be able to put product out. And a lot of what we do is very unique, very custom. There's a lot of little pieces to the product that really matter, especially to me. And so, I'm not willing to sacrifice quality for speed. And that's something that requires us to have people who are able to do quality work very quickly. This has become an issue for this year, especially because we had thought that we had someone ready to go. We had who we thought was going to be a great intern. They were going to come on and they were going to help us out. And through a couple of changes to the way we do our internal inventory management and a lot of the other pieces that I've talked about in the past, we were going to be able to get by with actually less individual labor, like hiring fewer people, but able to do more productivity because we were able to free up some of Meryl's time and some of my time to be able to help do a production. Whereas a lot of what we had ended up doing before was inventory management. So we're hoping to organize and structure that better, but we need help. And so I put out an all call, and I've been trying to bring on some people to help out for a temporary time in the Christmas season. And it's been tricky to find people, and I've been a little bit surprised by that. I thought with COVID there'd be more people who were looking for work, but it's not. The job has been posted for very long, so we'll see how it evolves. That being said, if you are in the Milwaukee area and you are looking for some part-time work to do during Christmas to make a little extra money, we would love to have you, or at least we'd love to have you interview. What we have, it's as far as a work environment, it's casual dress, closed-toed shoes, just wear whatever you want as long as it's appropriate. And we encourage everyone to, if they're hitting their production numbers, you can listen to music, you can listen to audiobooks, podcasts, whatever you'd like as far as that goes. As long as we're hitting our production numbers, it's a casual work environment. We work from 9 in the morning till 5:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. We may have an occasional Saturday that we pick up. It's optional, of course, but we may have an occasional Saturday we'll pick up during the Christmas season if we need to get caught up, or if for whatever reason some piece of material is delayed and we need to, spool up those orders quick to finish them. So we are closed from the 23rd through the 28th this year. So we'll be closed from that 23rd all the way there. We aren't really able to deliver packages for Christmas delivery anyway after that point. So it doesn't make a lot of sense for us to be open right up until the holiday. Because the packages we'll be making at that point won't arrive till after Christmas anyway. So for us, our last day will probably be December 22nd. And that's going to be what we end up doing. It's very casual, like I said, and also we're able to be flexible with your schedule. So, for example, if you need to drop off and pick up your kids from school and that's, you're only able to work between the hours while they're at school, then that's perfect for us, right? If you're able to work later or earlier, that's great. So if you're interested in that kind of work and you have the ability to, you have to have some sort of transportation to get there, feel free to reach out to us. You can send a message to sales, SALES, at murdycreative.co, and just inquire and just say there was a job posting and you want to know more about it, and we'll be happy to give you more information and go through some more of the details. But we're looking for somebody to help us make during this season. It'll probably go through the end of Christmas, maybe early January, depending on how busy we are and how much we have as far as trailing orders go. But that's kind of what we're working on now. So feel free to reach out to us if that interests you. All right, folks. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Be sure to check back in next Tuesday for our next topic. And don't forget to check that subscribe button below to be sure to get the latest podcast right away. Also, I forgot to mention this during the podcast. If you know of someone in the Milwaukee area, maybe not you, but someone else, send them this podcast. It's definitely something that we would love. Share it. That really helps. If you have any questions or concerns about your leather binder, journal, folio, mask, anything we sell, feel free to contact us on the main page of our website, murdycreative.co. You can also text us or contact us via Instagram, Facebook. You can text us, email, call, direct message, all the usuals, and we'll do our best to get back to you as soon as possible. We do appreciate your patience. If you've got a quick question or something that you want a quick change about your order, you can give us a call, 414-434-9001. You can also text that number. And you can do that anytime 9 to 5:30 p.m., Monday through Friday, Central Time. That's when we're able to do customer service hours. So if you send us an email on Friday night, we're not going to get back to it till Monday. We appreciate your patience during that time. If you think we deserve it, a good review can go a long way to help us grow our new community. Both a review on the podcast, which I love reading, but also a review on the product. If you want to go read our reviews, go to murdycreative.co/reviews. You can also click a button there, and it'll take you to the Facebook page where you can leave a review. It's murdycreative.co on Facebook, and then on the left-hand side, there's the reviews tab. Click reviews, and then it says, do you recommend the Murdy Creative Company? You click yes, and then you can write your review. It means the world to us. We read them all. We love them all. A lot of times we'll post them in places where the employees can see, and we really appreciate those who've left us good reviews. If you want to share the company with your friends, please definitely send them a link. However, if you want to make a little bit of extra reward from that, go to the top of the website where it says login, type in your email and create a password. That's all you need to do. The membership is free. Allows you to get 5% back on any purchase you make on the website, as well as having a custom special order link to you. If you share that link specifically with your friends, that's a referral link. They'll get $5 off their first purchase, and you get $5 off, or $5 of in-store credit, I should say, that you can use on anything in our website. So it's a great way to share the company. If you're trying to get some people to take the hint and buy you some Christmas presents, it's a good way to share them. Just say, hey, check out this website. I really like this thing from it. If you're looking to get me something, that's a great way to share the company. If you have any podcast topics you want to hear more about, send them my way. I'm always happy to talk about what you guys want. You can send us an email, you can text us, tweet at us, anything like that. I really do enjoy talking about the podcast topics that you guys request, and coming up with a topic is sometimes tricky, so I really appreciate those who have input. If you're looking for multiple binders, journals, folios, anything we sell, for gifts, giveaways, menus, client, anything, we have bulk discounts. It starts at minimum order of quantity of 5, and it can be either 5 of one thing or 1 of 5 things, and it just goes up from there. So it starts at 5 and it goes higher the more you order. It's based off the cart total, and it can be on custom things. It can be on just standard order, so anything and everything. Feel free to send us a message, sales@murdycreative.co, sales@murdycreative.co, to ask about those, and we can go through all of the details of the bulk discounts. It's a great way to get all of your Christmas shopping done in one place, as well as getting maybe your employees great gifts if you're in the corporate environment. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a great day, and goodbye.